Hi everyone, this is Heba from My Little Journal, and today I'm going to be working in my Pen Pal art journal for my Take 5 collaboration. Now this Pen Pal art journal, I share it with Bree from Documented Journey. We just send the journal back and forth and create layouts. It's a great way to share something special with a pen pal. Now I'm really behind in my Pen Pal art journal, but Bree's been very patient and I will send this out very soon. But Bree got to choose the prompts for this month for the Take 5 challenge, and I thought it made a lot of sense to use her prompts in our Pen Pal art journal. I'm going to start with prompt number 1, which is add some kind of text. I decided to use some book pages to add to my background. And if, by the way, if you don't know what the Take 5 art journal is, I will add all the information down in the description box. But it's about 12 ladies. Every month, one of the ladies chooses 5 prompts for us to use in our art journal. It's a great way to challenge yourself. And if you do use these prompts, don't forget to share them with us on Instagram. Use the hashtag Take5Art. I'd love to see what you create. Now, once I got my book pages down, I'm gonna use some texture paste through a stencil. I love doing this. It's a great way to add texture to your spread. And I love this stencil. It is one of my favorites, and you can tell I've used it so many times over and over again. Once I get that done, I'm going to let it dry, or I use my heat gun for that. And then I'm gonna work on prompt number 2. Now, Bree loves to use ballpoint pens, and so of course her prompt was use a ballpoint pen. I'm not big on using ballpoint pens. I don't think I've used it ever in an art journal, so this was definitely a challenge. I went ahead and used it to go over my circles, but I wish I did this later and not so early on, because you really don't get to see it through all the paint and the stuff I end up adding to my layout, and that's okay, as long as I got to use my second prompt. Now, prompt number 3 is use watercolor. I decided to use gouache instead of the watercolor, and it's very similar, but I love the depth of the gouache. Like, gouache colors are darker and crisper, if that makes sense, so I just decided to use that instead. And I'm also working on prompt number 4, which is add green. And that's also one of Bree's favorite colors. So I'm gonna go ahead and add some green paint. I'm adding it randomly. I'm spraying some water because I want it to run down my spread. And I will dry my layers just because I wanted to add some black paint, and I didn't want this to look very yucky. If you didn't dry your paint in between, the colors will mix and it will look like a hot mess. So I definitely dried my layers in between. But by the way, I'm adding my black and I'm making it run the opposite way. I love that look, and I really like how that's looking right now. Once I get this done, I'm going to add some splatter. I just add more water to my paintbrush and add some black splatter randomly to my spread. I'm also going to grab my white Sharpie pen. I love using my white Sharpie pen to add splatter. I'm going to use it for that. And I'm also going to go over those circles because, like I said, when I did it with my ballpoint pen, it didn't really show that well. And I knew if I used it over my paint, it wouldn't show at all. So I decided to go over them with some white, with my white Sharpie pen, and add some splatter. Once I get that done, I'm going to wipe down my desk. And then I'm going to work on my second, or my no, this is my fifth prompt, which is add Botanical. Of course, I'm going to use some of my fussy cut out flowers, and I'm just going to try to figure out where to add them. I grabbed my, what is that? My multimedium, and it just doesn't work. It wouldn't stick. It was pulling out or pulling up my paint. So I decide halfway through that I'm going to grab my glue and just add some glue, or my Tombow glue, and just add some glue to my flowers and stick those down. Once I get my flowers stuck down, I'm going to grab some alpha stickers and add a little title to my layout. I'm going to end up using some black ones. I really like how it ends up looking. Actually, this is when I end up cleaning my desk. I'm going to grab my alpha stickers, add my title, and then I'm going to grab my crystal drops and add a few drops on my flowers just to add more texture and depth to my spread. And then I call my layout done. Don't forget, I add all the information for the Take 5 challenge down in the description box. I also add all the ladies that are part of this challenge, so you can check out their videos. They're very talented and amazing ladies. And it's really awesome to see how different everybody's layout turns out, even though we're using the same 5 prompts. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. And if you did, please give me a thumbs up. And if you are new to my channel, please consider subscribing. And I hope to see you guys very soon. Bye.